Hey, good morning. Making another quick video. I had a scenario that came by with a carrier that I'm working with that I wanted to run by you. Here I am wearing the same shirt from the other video because it's logistics. We're always just working like crazy and not changing clothes, but whatever. So I wanted to make this video. This is actually pretty educational for you to think about with a scenario that happened with a carrier that I work with. So a carrier is running a load. He's delivering it down in Florida, South Florida. We all know Florida's tricky. Anyway, he found a load to go back north to get home, and the broker, said, hey, we can use your 26-foot box truck. It's going to be 9 feet long. It's a 9-foot long pallet, so it will fit in, and you can pick up this load and take it to wherever it needs to go. And the carrier that I work with, he was like, yeah, we can do that. So he goes to the shipper, he gets loaded, and he's like, wait a second. Before we actually close the doors on the truck, all I have is a pallet jack, and this is 9 foot long inside of the box truck. Let's see if I can actually get this out with my pallet jack and the lift gate. And sure enough, he was not able to get the pallet out of his truck after they've loaded him. And he ended up telling the brokers, hey, we can't offload this, because what's happening is it's getting picked up at a warehouse, at a shipper, and it's going to a residential delivery location. And ideally what you need is you really need a forklift to be able to remove this off of the truck and offload it at the residential location. But it's a residential location. There's no forklift at a residential house. So they need to change how it's palletized, or maybe it's just a really long product and he needs a different kind of method for delivering it, aka the broker needs a different method for delivering it, and the shipper needs a different method for delivering it. Anyway, so the carrier did a really good job in regards to saying, hey, wait, before you close the doors to the truck, let me see if I can get this off with my lift gate and my pallet jack and see if I can do this all by myself, and I can't. And they thought, okay, maybe we can remove the pallets and that will change the dimensions slightly, and maybe it'll be more easy to get off. And it's like, wait, no, that's not a good idea. We'll probably damage the product, and then this whole thing gets really thrown out of whack. So at the end of the day, what the carrier was asking me, given that situation and scenario, was, hey, Paul, I accepted the load, we got to the shipper, we realized it can be loaded onto the truck, it just can't be offloaded correctly because it's going to a residential location that needs a forklift to offload it. So I had to tell the broker, I can't do this because I can't get it off. And the broker got all pissed off, saying, you committed to doing the load, you accepted it, and now you're falling off of the load. And it's like, well, it's not the carrier's fault, that's the broker's fault, and that's the shipper's fault, because they haven't logistically figured out a proper, normal way of delivering a load at a receiver. In this case, it's not a warehouse, it's not a distribution center. The receiver is a residential home. Typically not really the norm. So he's like, Paul, given what's going on, should I really be beating up this broker to try to get a truck order not used, the tow new? And I was like, no, I would leave this broker alone, because what's going through the mind of the broker is the broker's annoyed at you because technically you said you could do it, but the broker was trying to smash you into this load knowing that it was going to be tricky on the offload, with the hopes that the carrier was going to close his doors, drive it to the receiver, and then find out, wait a second, I can't get this off my truck. But the broker doesn't care. You've accepted the load. You've taken ownership. He's trying to push it on you. Hey, that's your problem. You picked it up. You better deliver it. Otherwise, you're not going to get paid at all. So he was trying to smash the carrier into doing this tricky load. And the carrier did a good job. He realized, wait, I can't get this off properly. I should just say, hey, I can't do the load. But given those details, he was like, well, I've wasted my time. I would really obviously like a tow new, $200, a truck order not used. And I was like, whoa. At the end of the day, man, you did agree to accepting it. You are falling off of it. The broker's trying to screw you over. Given the details of what you have here, I would take this as a knock to the chin. Move on. Don't send that broker another email. Don't poke him one more time. leave it alone, because the broker could put you on the do not use list at that broker. It could be TQL. So you're complaining about $200 because the broker was sketchy and trying to throw you on this load to help him fix his problem by delivering the product for his customer and keeping his customer for one more month. But it's a complex load and he's trying to pass that off onto you, thinking the carrier's naive enough not to think about how are we going to offload this at the receiver location, given the parameters of a residential location and needing a forklift to actually get the frickin' thing off of the truck, and a pallet jack's not going to cut it. So because the broker omitted and probably was trying to hide those details, I was just saying, hey man, don't give the broker a probable cause to blacklist you, to put you on the red list, to put you on the do not use list at that brokerage. You're gonna complain about $200 to get a tow new, or take it on the chin, disappear into the dark. Don't let them think about you, because don't give them another reason of poking them. Hey, send us a tow new. Hey, send us a tow new. And just don't keep poking the beehive when they could just be like, man, that guy did accept the load. He did fall off. Let's put him on the blacklist, do not use list. Let's not use them anymore. And then boom, there's $100,000 worth of freight that you can't get from that broker over the next 6 months because you've been placed on the do not use list. So leave it well enough alone, walk away, don't reach back out to that broker. Find a different broker at that brokerage to find a different load on another day, move on. So I figured that's pretty interesting experience and situation that he was placed in. And he used good discernment and forward thinking about, okay, we're at the shipper, we're getting loaded, it's getting loaded with a forklift. Do we need a forklift to get this off? Probably, because it's 9 feet long, loaded into the truck. I probably can't get this off with my pallet jack and my lift gate. Let me try. Oh, I can't do it. Let's just fall off the load. Fall off the load, broker. You frickin' figure this out. Broker, you were trying to throw this at me and put me in an awkward and difficult situation to pick up your load for your customer and get it to the receiver location and then not be able to figure this out. Yeah, he used great discernment and just thinking it through thoroughly to just fall off the load. But he was really concerned about saying, hey, I showed up. This is really the broker's fault. He's trying to pin it on me that it's my fault, but it's not the carrier's fault at all. It's the broker's fault. Should I really press the broker in getting this $200? No, walk away. Don't talk to him anymore. Just disappear into the night. It's fine. So anyway, that's an interesting situation. Brokers think like that. They'll try to pressure you into loads, knowing that, they'll pick it up. And as soon as you close those doors, you take ownership, and it's your problem as a carrier. It's your not problem, but it's your responsibility to deliver it. And if he could have gotten all the way to the delivery location, technically, another scenario that this could have gone is he could have gotten it to the delivery location, found out, we need a forklift to get this thing off of the truck. We can't get a forklift to a residential home. How often does that happen, right? Well, we can't offload it. Broker, this can't be offloaded. We don't know what to do. Well, I guess you're just going to have to bring it back to the shipper, and we'll have to find somebody else to do it, and we're not going to pay you anything because you weren't able to, you accepted the load, you tried to deliver it, you couldn't get it off, you said you could get it off, and now you got to bring it all the way back to the shipper. We're not going to pay you anything for the load at all. So yeah, that could have been another situation that could have played out with this load. But anyway, it's a good forward thinking thought process and discernment, just thinking things through. Wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you learned something from it. I'll make another video later. Catch you later. Bye.